In the UK, a Scottish Highlands erupts in chaos as family members succumb to the initial rage virus outbreak. Young Jimmy Crystal rushes to his minister father in a nearby church, welcoming an imminent attack by a horde of infected because he sees the outbreak as God's day of judgment. The priest gifts his son with a cross necklace before willingly allowing himself to be devoured. Jimmy survives the attack by hiding. 28 years later, the British mainland remains quarantined to contain the virus. On a nearby island, survivors live in isolated safety in a fortified village whose settlers include Jamie, his mentally ill wife Isla, their 12-year-old son Spike, weapons master Sam, and village council leader Jenny. As part of a village tradition, the community joyfully sends off Spike with his father as Jamie takes his son into the dangerous mainland to teach Spike how to kill infected and scavenge for sustenance. Inside an abandoned house, Jamie and Spike find an infected man hanging upside down with the name Jimmy carved into his flesh. Following several encounters with infected that force them to make various retreats, Spike and Jamie eventually return to the village, although the settlement's guards have to take out a pursuing berserker before opening the gates for them. The village throws a celebration to honor Spike's return. During the party, Spike spies his father sneaking away to have sex with a young woman named Rosie. Spike tells Sam about a large fire he saw while he and his father were on the mainland. Sam identifies the fire as belonging to Dr. Kelson, an eccentric man who lives alone. Based on his father's behavior, Spike confides in Sam that he thinks Jamie has been deliberately lying to him about various things he was led to believe are true. The next morning, Spike asks his father about Dr. Kelson, whom the boy believes might be able to treat Isla's deteriorating medical condition. Jamie claims Kelson is insane, and he cites the doctor's massive body burnings as proof. Spike accuses Jamie of not doing all he can to help Isla. Spike also brings up Jamie's affair, prompting his father to strike him. The boy then pulls a knife and demands that his father leave Isla and Spike alone. Jamie disarms the knife and exits in frustration. Spike starts a fire to create a commotion that allows him to sneak out of the village with Isla. Determined to bring his mother to Dr. Kelson, Spike and Isla have various encounters with infected, culminating in a situation where they are rescued by Eric, the sole survivor from a band of Swedish soldiers. Inside an old rail car, Isla, Spike, and Eric find a pregnant infected in labor. Isla delivers the baby, which turns out to be a healthy girl. After executing the infected woman, Eric threatens to shoot the baby out of paranoia, but he is suddenly killed by a brutish berserker, later learned to have been nicknamed Samson by Dr. Kelson. Dr. Kelson saves Spike, Isla, and the baby by subduing Samson with a morphine dart. Kelson then takes the trio to a monument he constructed out of the many human skulls collected from the bodies he dutifully burns. While teaching Spike about memento mori, Kelson goes through the process of burning the flesh from Eric's decapitated head and adds his skull to the pile. Dr. Kelson diagnoses Isla with terminal cancer that likely infected her brain. Although Spike is devastated by the news of his mother's incurable disease, Isla allows Kelson to euthanize her. Given her skull to add to the monument, Spike climbs the bone pile to place it on top. Spike rescues Dr. Kelson from an attack by Samson. Afterward, Kelson encourages Spike to return home with the baby. Spike does so, but he leaves the infant outside the village gate, along with a note telling his father that the baby's name is Isla, and he asks Jamie not to look for him because Spike decided to continue exploring the mainland alone. Upon reading the note, Jamie rushes outside hoping to stop his son, but he is prevented from leaving the island due to the rising tide. 28 days later, a horde of infected chases Spike away from his campfire. Now, the leader of a strange cult of survivors who style themselves like pop culture icon Jimmy Savile, Sir Jimmy Crystal and his Jimmy companions rescue Spike. Wearing the cross his father gave him 28 years earlier, but inverted, Jimmy shakes Spike's hand and says, "Let's be pals." Make sure you like, comment on your thoughts on the recap, and subscribe with the notifications on for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.